Hola YouTube! This is a shout out for my dear customers from Latin America, and I just wanted to do something different. Anyway, I want to thank all of the people from Latin America, South America for their support, and of course to the other people as well. Anyway, I noticed that I haven't made a video, an after my Nixie care package unboxing, and I actually made the video about a week ago, but 20 minutes in my phone shut down, or actually the video shut off, and because there was no more room on the memory, and I got pissed and want to make a video, and I have no script. I cannot just repeat the same thing again, and I didn't want to do it again, and then other things came in between, and yeah, I never got around to it. And today is even, I think, was Wednesday, Thursday morning now, almost 4 o'clock in the morning as usual. Anyway, thanks to Peter, I have a huge collection of Nixie tubes. Thank you, Peter, again. That was very, very kind of you. And I wanted to show you the two other clocks. This one was from Banggood, and this is from Peter. And this is a strange clock. I did try to repair it. I did change out the Nixie driver chip, and that was not the fault. And then I looked at there's a PIC AVR chip on there, and I actually did change the sockets, because the sockets, not the sockets, but the PCB did had some ripped off pins. So I did the sockets, the dip sockets. Actually, I can show you. So, hold on. Thanks to Peter, I have this awesome flashlight that I fixed. More power. This guy here. So, hold on, I cannot see anything. Anyway, I did change the sockets, and I had to leave them or have them elevated like that, so I was able to solder both sides of them. And then I figured I'd do the same thing for the PIC. And once I took it out, I saw that one pin was ripped. There was a pin missing, so I soldered the socket, put in the thin wire, and then soldered it directly to the leg. And that first I thought I will change out the I have my hand in front of the light, the K155 ID chip out, and thought, that's it, I surely fixed the clock. But it didn't. And then once the pin was fixed, I thought, that's it, now I got it fixed, but still not. So the fourth tube is not running at all, and this clock is counting up to 99 hours, so I don't know what's wrong with it. And I'm not sure if the transistors are at fault, and since the tubes are soldered in, I cannot just unplug them and change them out to test them. So right now it's just running, but not running. So if anybody is interested, since I'm not a PIC programmer, I will not be able to change out the PIC chip. And if anybody is interested, I know, please go to Peter's channel, and he does still do and always does clock giveaways. But I will, if anybody's interested, I will send it to him, because I really don't have the time to troubleshoot this, and I actually can't anyway. So if you're interested for the tubes, at least 5 tubes are working, so let me know and I send it to you. I don't want to have it wasted. So, and Peter, I had to laugh in your video when you thought your camera is off, because I know how it feels if it's off and you're not actually recording and just telling stories or whatever, or if it shuts off in the middle of the video. So, oh, one other thing, I have received this from you, of course, and I love it because I use it to use it. Oh boy, I'm blabbering again. On my stencils, I use it to squish the solder paste on, and it's very useful. I had bought this before you sent me this, but this is too soft to use for anything really, or maybe just to disassemble screens of phones. So this is very soft, but this is just perfect. Anyway, also very useful. Thank you, Peter. So, and I want to go real short into screws. People really would probably not care, but I do, and I just wanted to show you. And those are older screws, but they're machined excellent. I mean, they're almost like a work of art. If I'm gonna be able to show it. So these are really nice screws, and I just had to sort them, of course. And I got some really nice small brass ones, and they have excellent machining. You don't see screws like this anymore. They are probably all machined in China. And anyway, even the spacers are great. So that's that. Enough of screws. And I also wanted to show this Nixie tube. This actually glows green, but it has 2 other colors in the back, purple, and I think it's purple and orange as well. And I had a small board, I put it somewhere, and of 4, and I will take them apart. I mean, not take them apart, I will take them off the board and clean them, because they were like in this rubbery material, and I really like those. Those look nice. And then I have this little guy, and I figured what I'm gonna do, and then I figured I will make a Woo meter out of it, because I think that will look good, and I haven't seen anyway, not with big numbers or digits, Woo meter. There are those thin tubes that are used as Woo meters, but I wanted to make this and use it up and not just have it laying around. And I have here 2 aluminum pieces. These are leftovers from my CNC mill that I built from the those were actually on the side of the mill that I cut off, and I want to use these as a base for the Woo meter. I have to go back. Like so. So it will sit at an angle, and I think it will look nice. And I did start drilling holes for it, and then I broke off a drill bit. So I have now just realign it and drill new holes, and then this will be a Woo meter. It could actually also be used as a room temperature, because I'm gonna use old LM3914 or 15 chip. Those are voltage to I don't know, PCD decoder. Anyway, not sure, too long. But anyway, it will be old school. I'm not using the Arduino or anything like that. So anyway, this will be meter, and then I have these laying around for 5 years, and they will get a nice use. And then with all the Nixie tubes that I have now, thanks to Peter, I have these little guys. Those are IN2 tubes, and since there are like a trillion clocks out there already, I wanted to make something different, and I had the idea of a timer, and then my friend Alex from Australia mentioned kitchen timer. Then the idea was set, so I will make a kitchen timer out of this, and I'm still designing the PCB, and it will be a two-piece PCB, one for the tubes and one for the electronics. I'm still deciding on the high voltage, if I'm gonna make it or just use a module, high voltage module. Anyway, still a work in progress, and what you see here will be a rotary encoder that I want to use for adjusting the time, not the, well, the timer. It could of course be also used as a clock, but the main purpose is to have it as a kitchen timer, and it will use where do I have it? Oh, well, I'm gonna show you this. It's not the one that I'm gonna use, but 18650 battery, and so that will make it possible to run it really a long time on battery. You can just take it out and recharge it, or charge it on the PCB itself. It will of course have a USB Type-C connector, and it will also have a temperature sensor and a way for attaching external temperature sensor. So it will be everything but a clock, but if you want to, you could use it as a clock as well. But I will not use a button. I wanted to have a rotary encoder with a nice aluminum knob. So that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do with those beautiful nice tubes. And then I have a few of the IN17 tubes. Actually, these are my favorite. Why? Because they're small and they have a correct 5, not a, yeah, you just saw the 5 over there, not a flipped 2. I don't know why they wanted to save on one digit and use the 2 upside down, because while manufacturing you had to double on the 2, and I don't know, it would be so much easier, I think, to just have made a 5, a correct 5, and use the correct 5 in all the tubes. Anyway, I have a few of those, and with this I want to make something different. Maybe a tiny single digit clock. This is a bigger one that uses the IN8B, I think it is. So if you have any idea for what to use this, I think I asked that same question in my last video when I did the unboxing, but nobody said something. So if you have any idea as to what I can use it for, please let me know. And since I don't know why, but I like to make small things, and I have some of those electronic cigarettes, and they have a nice LiPo battery, which is almost the same size as the tube. I wanted to make this like a pen, and then I don't know, it will be difficult if I could make this fit in here, but it won't. The tube is slightly larger. I think I have too much light here. Oh, this is much better. So if you have any idea what to use these for, please let me know. Sometimes it takes a while to get the right idea for right product, and sometimes I get ideas while I talk about it or write emails. I do get a lot of new ideas. Anyway, I think this was it for today. Oh, I wanted to show you something unrelated to tubes that I finished today, and it was an ongoing project for a long time. I have to make room on the table because it's a little bigger. And some other people might like the idea. I don't even know if it's gonna fit there. Maybe I have to go further back. It is a SMD spool holder, and I had some aluminum profiles, 20 by 20 profiles that I had laying around, and I actually had this with this how you call it. I have to start making my videos during normal living hours. Stab. What is Stab in English? Anyway, I had this with the holders here sitting on these two card boxes from Mouse, and had it always on that and without this stuff here, and then the spools always unwinded by them by itself, and then it was a mess to cut pieces off that I stick into my PCB strip holders. Anyway, I did build this thing, and it's not finished yet. This is too long, it will be shortened. I would have made it this wide, but this one was shorter, so it was either cutting that off or buying a longer piece, and then buying these days takes forever. So anyway, I also didn't have enough triangle brackets and had to use square brackets, which kind of looks ugly, but it does do the job. And I have to get some spacers in between these bearings, and I will make an additional piece for the front here where I can actually label what each spool is holding. Anyway, this is sturdy. There are some, I saw some on AliExpress. They're like, I don't know for how many reels that you can use it, and they're longer, but they're like very poorly built and like $15 or something. And this would cost you probably the same, but it will be custom, and you can make it wider or smaller or whatever depending on what you need. This will be enough for me because I have way too many, since it gets expensive if you buy 4,000 or 5,000 pieces. And I have a kitchen plastic bucket where I put my smaller quantity parts in here. So And if I would want to buy all these in fucking reels, oh excuse my language, it would cost a lot of money. And here I just buy what goes the most. Anyway, just to give you an idea, if anybody is interested in the parts that I use, I mean, it all depends how big or how small you want to do it. It's 20 by 20 profiles. You can also use the V-slot profiles. Those are holders, and the springs I will take out. I don't need them. Anyway, this is 8mm and this is 12mm where the spools sit on. And this is it. I hope you like this video, and I also want to thank all my supporters, be it on Patreon or with the Banggood, with the affiliate links. And anyway, take care everybody, and I talk to you on the next one. Till later.